for everyone watching, this is the 5th season that we've done this. Seasons are about 3 months long, and this is the first time we've had this many newcomers. We have 4 newcomers this season, and the big difference between, you know, having 6 versus 10 is not only the competition changes and is more dynamic and you get to play against new competition, but with our draft system, you see a lot of the characters that we're used to seeing on other rosters on new rosters. So when you look at this roster here, you see the Captain Falcon. I mean, just to name the big one, was one of
my
Team
eyes are
7's
closed.
one of Team 7's best characters.
Yawn.
He
Brother,
won a championship with Captain Falcon. No longer on his roster. King K. Rool was on Hype's roster, my own roster. Undefeated for one of the seasons. No longer on my roster, now on Waka's team. The Lynx, big Team 7 pick, or Bridge 4 picks, no longer with them. King DDD went undefeated on Mango Butter's team. So it's so interesting going into this, seeing all these different characters on all these new teams.
And that's just one of the great parts of this league, especially as it continues to expand, right? Is these comfort picks, these storied, team members, like you were saying, that King K. Rool, that was just a force to be had whenever you'd see it coming out of the Tampa Bay. Whenever you'd see the DDD in Mango Butter's hands, you knew that this was going to be a moment where you're up against someone in the midfield, but that DDD feels like you're playing against the top of the game, the top of the league. And again, the Falcon, it's almost synonymous with Team 7, so not seeing it there is just such a jump. As huge shout out to Tony for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that. Getting us started, building the train.
Yes, sir.
So huge shout out. Thank you so much.
That's our homie right there. Hope you're doing well.
That's a true homie.
Right there.
Oh man, sitting here from all the previous seasons, we like to bring a little bit of analysis, a little bit of context to these matchups, but we really can't here, as this is just rookie against rookie, new against new. The scoreboard will be corrected in just a moment, but we are getting the Pac-Man against the Link. I don't even know what, I can't analyze this. I don't have any context, so I'm just gonna watch this and let Turbo do what he's so good at.
Throwing me back down as we're seeing the Pac-Man. He's getting shifted around. He's not eating up any of those bits or bites. It seems like this young Link is a bit of a ghost the way he's chasing him down and just getting hit after hit. This young Link, again, we're used to seeing it in the hands of Bridge 4. Instead, we're seeing it on the other side here for Savage Henri. And it looks to be off to some great success. Just that 60% lead, exactly how you want to start your season opener. You know that there's history, so I'm expecting that even though this stock is going one way, we're going to see it start to develop, and we're going to see it even up in just a bit. But once again, catching the recovery, little misstep, and as we saw before from Deeps, there is that extra stress. There is that, fear of being the rookie on the stage first time. So, especially from Waka, this is his first time here in a GM Smash official match, right? Savage Henri's had a little bit of time to warm up on the stage, and so far, putting it to good use with that opening stock.
Yeah, super clean. And you mentioned that we've seen Young Link in the league. We haven't seen Savage Henri in the league besides the preseason with the Young Link, but Pac-Man, I do believe we may not have seen in the past. Too, you may correct me. You might have had him on your roster for a little bit, but this is definitely new. We're seeing hydrants, we're seeing keys, we're seeing fruit. It's kind of nuts. I want to see what he's cooking up.
Right now, what's worrying me from Waka, though, is just this reliance on the side leads. Yes, it's very powerful. Yes, it can give you a lot of space, and it's not the worst kill option at times, but it's so much end lag. It leaves you stuck on the side, and right there gets the job done. But we've seen a few other times where it makes its way up, and then that Pac-Man is just floating down, and it's a free 30% for the Link.
Yeah, we're seeing just a little bit of a lead here from Savage Henri, and he's doing a good job in his advantage state and utilizing the fire arrows to kind of keep Pac-Man at bay. And you see he's also always going out and hitting the little button with Pac-Man's recovery to make sure that, you know, he's forced to use the up B recovery with the trampoline. It's definitely smart counterplay there. And stocks are even. We're almost seeing some even percentage. Good tech there. No conversion on the down tilt. But these guys are definitely just feeling each other out here. I know they said that, you know, they've played each other many times in the past, but I'm curious how this is gonna go. There's definitely added stress in the league. Even, you know, Bridge 4 and I, who've been playing since season 1, it's still just stressful when we're playing and when any of us are playing, that can be said.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, especially mentioning just the roster of games they've played each other in, right? Project M, Melee, Brawl, all very, very different games. And of course, you have your strengths and weaknesses across those. And so, still thinking about specifically here in Ultimate, it looks like the Young Lynx taking the lead, but also don't want to hit yourself with any extra percent. Don't want to give a little more to the Pac-Man than he deserves or earns. So far, putting that rage to good use as well. It's a great sequence to just put another 40% on the board. And now fair after fair, good air dodge to make sure that bomb doesn't find hold, but still is not looking good if you are a Pac-Man fan. If you're rooting for Waka to get this opening stock, this opening matchup. Recovers back to stage, maybe has an opportunity.
He's just got to find, you know, a good smash attack here, maybe a good hit with the fire hydrant or a key, something of the sort. Looks like his oh
Wow.
forward air far off the stage is gonna take it.
Not quite able to get the job done with Pac-Man, but the Young Link certainly showing up. It was generally a terror when it was on Bridge 4's team, and now continuing the same here from Savage Henri.
Yeah, and you know, I started thinking about predictions about who they're gonna play next, but I've got no idea. I really don't know what some of the strengths are. I feel like I've seen Savage Henri lean on the Cloud in the past a bit and lean on the Lynx. I know it shows here. I'm seeing a quick replay, but I know he has all 3 Lynks on his roster, right? It says the +2 on the side, but he's got 2 Link. He's used the Young Link, and he has the full Link as well. So, you know, he could take series here if he just only wants to play Link. It's very possible. And I think something to highlight on the other team as well is that the Mii Brawler is not someone we've seen in the league yet, as well as the Incineroar. Neither of those have been picked. So it'd be really interesting to see those come out. I know it's not against someone who's been in the league and maybe not used to it, but for all of our viewers and for us here in the booth, it's new for us. So I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, sorry if you hear me chuckle, but I saw Trollmaster Dan say, "I'm ready for the Link sweep," and listen,
do the funniest thing
listen,
ever.
It's funny because we have the lockout, but there's so many mirrors, so many echo characters that you could have Daisy and Peach on your roster, and you know, you could have Black Samus and Dark Samus. And Link is one of those where it's like they're different, sure, but they have a lot of similarities. The Toon Link, the Young Link, the normal Link, he has them all. So he could just run all 3 of them. Now I do want to see the King DDD because they are their captain. They drafted him early. Same with the regular Link. So that's the only thing I can really say we have to go off of is draft order and how early they drafted them. Because usually you want to take the characters that you're most comfortable with, that you want on your team badly early. And as I say that, we will see the Link coming out and the Croc. Oh, this is exciting for me to watch.
Your favorite.
My favorite Croc.
King K. Rool, my beloved.
It hurts to see you in someone else's arms, but at least he's being loved.
Yeah, this is definitely just another like projectile matchup. Seeing who can get the better of the other.
No way. Oh, I thought it was gonna kill.
God.
Oh my
That would have been insane.
It was a very smart and quick decision from the Link to go up there and be like, hey, I might be able to take him at 0% because he's so close to the blast zone. He can't be doing that on
You
purpose.
meaning to do this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. It's a strategy we're not familiar with. Unfamiliar with his game right now.
That is true. Maybe we see something later on that might reveal why he does it now. Maybe he's conditioning him. We never know.
True. Or it's just those day one.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So clean.
It is very true. The jitters are big.
Jitters are real.
They're big.
Yeah, something I like to see from Savage Henri here is I feel like he's very strong on knowing like the good combo moves for Link, right? He's always approaching with the neutral air, going for the down tilt into the forward air. It's really strong, and you see him, he's usually hitting these forward airs off stage as well. There's another one that he missed, but who could forget that?
Huh. Wow.
He dodged the projectiles extremely well there to dodge and hit the forward smash.
Yeah, the cross. I mean, any smash attack right now will kill. Even almost a reflected bomb will kill.
Oh, no jump.
No jump.
Probably thought he was grabbing ledge. It's unfortunate.
All right, here we go. Some comeback. Potentially from the croc. I want to see the spamming of the side B, the spamming of the cannon. It is a very important part of his game. Oh, doesn't suck him in though. And you can't absorb those, unfortunately.
Yeah, not quite like Kirby. You can take some projectiles and eat them for health.
That's very interesting because Link isn't a heavy. Unless maybe he is. I mean, I don't consider him a heavy. But
I feel like he's medium weight. He's medium.
Yeah.
But
he's
hits
like medium
one.
to heavy.
I mean, his dash attack hits very hard. So does his
Oh.
forward tilt. Oh, we went so deep for that. Listen, you gotta respect it though. You gotta respect it though.
It's tough going for a down air spike.
Well,
and the forward air is gonna take it.
Listen, he knew. He was just, you know, trying to get some hype.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, it's tough going for a down air spike against King K. Rool because he has the hitbox with the little propeller on his head.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, maybe Link's sword extends far enough that it works. I haven't seen that clash before, but nonetheless, the game goes to Savage Henri.
All right, now is where we get into the scenarios. The Pac-Man was used, the King K. Rool was used. Still can go back to them,
He's gotta go.
but you got to go Falcon,
Toon
right?
Link here, right?
Falcon's the
got
first.
it.
Well, I'm thinking the other side. Yes, I think Toon Link might come out for the meme, but if you're Team Waka, you have to bring out who you drafted first with the first pick that you took. You took Captain Falcon. You would expect him to make an appearance here in the first game.
Yeah, and I feel like historically we tend to save like our best character or our ace that we're comfortable with, like for the last character, right? For, you know, if you're up 2 games, but even when you're down 2 games, you know, you need to just get that momentum back in. So you usually are pulling out that character regardless. But we never know. We haven't seen Team Waka play, so
Yeah.
you can't know for sure. But the only thing we can go off of is the captain pick.
Yeah. And it's very interesting as well for Savage Henri because you think the Toon Link is the obvious choice here. You got to do all the links. But if you're not as comfortable on the Toon Link, we do, you know, playoff spots are dictated by seeding and by map differential and by stock differential. So one stock could be the difference between you being a 1 seed or another seed. So it's a little early in the season to be thinking about this kind of stuff, but it's definitely like a, hey, I want to 3-0 you. I don't want this to go to 4. I don't want this to go to 5. I want to 3-0 you. That way I have that map differential going into the end of the season. As I said, might be too early to think that way. We're all having fun tonight. But it's something to think about going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like in some past games we've seen that Savage Henri is pretty comfortable on the cloud. So, you know, maybe he's pulling out all the guns, but I completely forgot that the Little Mac is on his roster.
You know,
Honestly, completely
Little
forgot.
Mac, listen, a lion does not concern himself with tier lists, okay? The Little Mac, in his hands, in my opinion, not the worst character in the game. He makes it look
I
pretty
do like to see him.
dang good.
I'm just hoping. I want to see a ding ding.
A ding ding at 0%. Ah, the counter does a good work there. Also, he makes recovering on Little Mac seem like it's not bad.
I mean, we're gassing him up for being at 95%.
Never
and
mind,
missing his
recovery's still bad. Recovery is still bad.
I mean, when you go like 2 feet, like even if you're really good at taking the most advantage of those 24 inches, like you're still only going 2 feet, man. Like
That is true.
Yeah, there's not much that can be done, but I think he's just got to space well here against the Bowser Jr. with some projectiles and like, you know, looking for a step back forward smash, biding his time for a KO.
Yeah, and I think that it really is the name of the game, just spacing, trying to find a punish, like right here. Oh, he gets I think, back aired from the found cartless Bowser Jr. Or I think this is which version is this?
This is Ludwig.
Ludwig.
He's got the Beethoven hair.
He does.
yup.
But that's the name of the game. It's just gonna find these punishes against this very slippery Bowser Jr.
Don't disrespect the maestro when he's setting you up. I mean,
I also wonder
this is
how
a
many times
completely
they've
different
had
like
these matchups before.
Yeah, it's true. We don't know if they've like played this exact one in all the times they've played before, but from what we've heard, they're all familiar with his game on Little Mac. So maybe they've got it downloaded.
definitely possible. This is definitely just feeling like, you know, a different Team Waka than we've seen so far. Just so confident in the center stage. And it could just be, I mean, I'm throwing it out now as obviously we're going to see the Ludwig fall in this stock. You know, not to jinx it too hard, but is there the potential that Savage Henri just is the Link merchant, right? We saw the young Link win. We saw the Link win.
Wait a second.
He is the
You're
champion.
out of Links, man. There's only one more left in the draft. Actually, no, you still have another Link. Never mind. There's still one more Link. So, there is the potential here for us to just see, you know, like, embrace tradition, return to Link. But we have to get through this stock first. We got to get through this match. Got to see if the Ludwig can bring us to a game number 4, or if it is just going to be this Lil Mac getting back into the swing of things, getting comfortable with what is supposed to be one of these big mains. And now we've got the Ding Ding lined up. Just needs one good piece of contact. A lot of head lag there. And here it comes. Ding Ding right into the ring. As that's Ludwig falling back down, and we're dead even. This Lil Mac doing well, but when you've got a bomb attached, and you don't have much of a recovery, but you do have the angle, you can still stay on stage. And now this is where I'm getting scared. For the Ludwig, for Team Waka, I mean, right now, not gonna be able to make it. Spooked for a second, but there's a map on the board for the Waka from Queens. And now we'll have to see if that momentum carries forward, or is it just gonna be return to Link?
Yeah, perhaps the Lion should concern himself with tier lists.
Maybe.
But no disrespect to how either of them played. A strong showing from Waka, and we know that Savage Henri has a strong Lil Mac, so we'll definitely see it again in the season. But for now, we've got 2-1. Waka now has to choose their character, and Savage Henri can kind of do some counterplay here.
I'm down for all 5-round matches.
Hey, me too. I just gotta get some water. I'm dehydrated from talking
Yeah,
through all these matches.
go get me some, please.
But now I'm thinking, do we see the Captain Falcon yet, or are we gonna see something else, right? Because he's got some momentum. Team
Hard
Waka.
to tell. Oh wait, it's so hard to tell. The Bowser Jr. one there, I didn't even mark him off. It's so hard to tell because the Captain Falcon, we've seen him use the Mii Brawler, and it's been pretty good. The Incineroar we've seen him as well, and it's been pretty good. So there's so many options, and that's the thing about being a rookie in this league is like everyone's kind of like they got a question mark on you of like, what do you play? What are you comfortable with? How do we punish you? It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of feeling each other out to see, you know, how do you play? What are your go-to moves? What are the patterns I can take advantage of? And you know, even something like if Savage Henri has played against other people who have had these characters, or have played these characters like in scrims, then is he used to that play style? Is he comfortable playing against it because he's played so many times against them? I mean, there's so many factors here, but this is a fisticuffs matchup we're coming up on. Seeing the Lil Mac again.
The matchup.
And this is Hands the video game. But neither of them are playing Min Min.
Yeah, which is funny. The power of the Triforce. We're not gonna see
Did you
it
get
here.
Did you get your water yet?
I did. I know I just
Wow,
spoke a
that's
lot.
quick.
It was right.
All right,
It was
trade with me. I'm
Took
gonna
a
go
good
get
swing.
water. You guys talk about video games while I go do that.
And I'm gonna go get water, and then a moment later started commentating again, and I was like, did he get that water?
Yeah. Oh, and that's a pretty early stock from Savage Henry here.
Yeah, it does seem like, you know, maybe he doesn't need to just go full length. Maybe he just needs to warm up on those hands, right? Like every good boxer, you need that first round to just get yourself back in the swing of things. You got to heat yourself up, and right now this Lil Mac is certainly punching up a storm, is already dead even and taking the lead right on back. As this Lil Mac is unrelenting. The pace of play has just been fantastic coming out of Savage Henry. And right,
Ding ding.
bam.
I mean, can you say anything else? It was so clean.
The power of the
Yeah,
Triforce.
the Meat Brawler. Something we have not seen before.
Yep.
And I mean, the theoretical advantage, like with the Mii characters, is having a little bit more of that flexibility, right? You have maybe a slightly different, you know, move set than you're used to seeing. Obviously, they're still limited to those set options, and that's a great first stock to take back. Still gonna have to do quite a bit if you want to make this reverse sweep happen, but still, you're not gonna see the same comfort with these kits that you're used to seeing on a lot of the traditional characters. Is that counter not punished? Would have loved to see just a grab off the edge into maybe a back air, and you could be right back into this one. Instead, it's gonna be another 20% going the other way, and there's so much end lag on that down air. It just makes it so difficult to try and play. As once again, counter not gonna find anything, but also not gonna get punished. Is scared for a second. Anytime I see a Lil Mac step off stage, I'm just like, could this be it? Could this be the one?
Yeah.
Because right now, he's just looking for that last kill move, and it's going to be an SD instead. That's a tough way for Team Waka to go down after we saw such a good look out of the Ludwig. Instead, it is going to be the iconic Lil Mac paired alongside a couple links to get Savage Henry his first win here in the GM Plus Smash League.